Well, hello, Life Path 4. Welcome to your readings at the round table. I'm Jennifer, and this is my co host, Mouse. And this is the lovely Jasmine, as always, curled up in her little dog bed. We also have a third one, but Badger is over there stewing because Mouse got his space on the desk. So he's having some issues right now. The cats are fighting. Yeah. All right, Life Path 4. This is your monthly numerology reading for December 2022. All right. People that have the life path of 4 are go getters. They are destined to forge ahead, but slowly but surely, seeking to achieve their goal fairly and squarely. They want to make sure that they get it securely and that they don't run over anybody else's toes while they're doing this. Also, you will note that I have split up the 4 and the 22. I had a request to do that, so we're going to see how this goes with splitting up the master numbers and the number it reduces down to. We'll see. All right, so December is a 4 month for you, 4. I know. Everybody gets to have their number as their numerology for the month of December. So this is going to be a very interesting month for you. Because during the 4 month, it's all about work, it's all about manifesting. It's a time of structure. It's a time, especially a structure in businesses and family and friendships. It is a time to declutter. It's a time to organize yourself, putting things in order, being patient with it. This is a solid time. This is a time that you feel really solid and balanced. That's awesome. So during this time of building and manifesting and hard work, we are going to have a full moon in Gemini on December 7th. Now, normally a full moon in Gemini is fun. It's fun and bubbly and just what? Yeah, it's great. It's a time of party, especially in a holiday month, right? But not so much this time because we also have Mars in Gemini. Now, Mars in Gemini is a little, and that's the technical term, but Mars is also retrograde in Gemini, which is really, yeah. Again, another technical term. Just do you love the technical terms that I'm giving to you today? It's great. So, we have this full moon energy with this Mars retrograde energy like doubled up. So instead of it being like fun and lively and, entertaining and a lot of communication, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the god of communication, we are seeing a lot of aggression. I know there's another technical term. We're seeing a lot of aggression and it's quite harsh. So, this is kind of a harsh time for this full moon energy. How it's going to affect a life path 4 is it's really going to affect your ability to manifest. It's going to affect your ability to really work through these times. So, what you're going to want to do is schedule some time, not exactly downtime, but you want to schedule some time where you're doing things that are not of major consequence. All right. So maybe this is still a time to remove clutter, but maybe it's time to just go through your shoes. Or, maybe it's time to just go through your closet or your makeup drawer, your sock drawer, or whatever. It's time to do like some small things that's not going to trigger that aggression even further. And it's also a time to do things like on your own, to work on your own and maybe not work so much in a group. Because part of what you're doing is setting up part of what a 4 does. And during a 4 time is structure with our families, with our relationships, with our businesses, with our friends. And so this may not be the best time to put a lot of structure on that because it's going to come across as very aggressive and harsh. So this is a time to just sort of pull back during those few days that we have that moon in Gemini, and maybe even a few days after. So give it a week, just a few days, 5, 6 days. That's okay. I mean, we got the whole month, right? So, but once the moon goes into Cancer, it's going to feel a lot different. It's not going to be as harsh. But during that time when we have that full moon in Gemini and we have Mars retrograde in Gemini, it is very aggressive. So let's pull back from that a little bit because the shadow effects of a 4 is overwork. Overwork can cause a lot of stress. Mm-hmm. It also, when we're overworked, we have a tendency to close our minds. So we're not as open as we need to be. Um, and we get very impatient. We get very impatient with the time that it takes to do something, to build that relationship, to build that structure. So this is not the time to be impatient. This is certainly not the time to be overworked and stressed because it's going to come out very aggressively. So during this period of time, take some time away, not completely off, because you can't ask a 4 to not work. You just can't. And I should know. So, what we want to do here is we just want to pull back a little bit, check out your astrology, see how this is going to also affect you astrologically, because I'm just telling you how it's going to affect you numerology wise, right? Yeah. So, but pull back a little bit and just do some things on your own during this time and breathe through it. Don't get impatient. Take your time. It's gonna be worth it in the long run. And we've got some fantastic stuff happening after that in December. So we've got the sun that's going to be square Jupiter on the same day as winter solstice. That's fantastic. So it's fantastic because we have the sun moving into Capricorn, we have the sun square Jupiter, which is actually quite lucky. And then we have this winter solstice celebration time. It's a wonderful time. It really is. And it's right before the holidays. So give yourself a break during that week, those few days where the moon is in Gemini, and especially that full moon energy. Give it a little time to like back off a little bit and enjoy yourself and do something that you want to do and not try to put structure around everybody, around everyone that's with you. Yeah, especially in business relationships. I know, I know. But this is really going to be a fantastic month. It truly is once we get past that full moon. All right. So I'm going to get you some cards today for some advice. Try to get you through that little bump in the road. It's just a little bit of a bump, not a big deal. Yeah. I'm going to be reading from Moonology and Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. And of course, every month I pull from the Healing Oracle crystal reading cards. All right. So let's see what we got here today. It really is going to be a fun month. It is. But this full moon is affecting everyone and it's affecting everyone differently. So for you, Life Path 4, this is how it's affecting you. But be sure to check out your astrology as well. Oh, and do you like my shirt? I am vintage. That's my year. And I do have all my original parts. That's impressive, right? It's awesome. And I haven't added anything. Well, I mean, inches. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, Bridget. Or Bridget, not Bridget. Don't back down. That sounds interesting. All right. Ooh, hold your vision. Fixed moon. I'm seeing a trend here. So there's something going on here for that you're supposed to. I think this is something that you've been working on. I think this is something that again, fours move ahead slowly but surely because that wins the race, right? Because they want to seek their goals fairly and squarely. But I think that you need to hold on to what's happening with you. Like, keep going. Keep it positive. Keep it positive. Keep working ahead. But this full moon isn't going to stop you forever. In fact, all it's going to do is just like a speed bump in your road, a speed bump on your journey. Oh, selenite! Oh my gosh, spiritual awakening. How fantastic is that? Because I cover up all my cards with selenite. I mean, I got it all over the joint. I have it just in like so many different shapes and stuff. I was about to look for my glasses down my head. Don't judge me. Okay, Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just again, don't make any sudden declarations around this full moon in Gemini. Just wait a few days and then make your declarations. All right. Hold your vision. The fixed moon. I can't get that to focus in on the card. There it goes. All right. Fixed moon. Okay, I found the cardinal moon. Here we go. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever the situation is that you're in. Oh my gosh, this is great. The second is very different. Interpretation is that something is stuck. Um, that could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's solutions. There's a solution. Stop dragging your heels. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what is going on and meaning that applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. And it may be time for self-reflection when we have that full moon. And this could be you standing up for what you believe in. Because the first is you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. And I think that might be where some of you are at, Life Path 4. It might be where some of you are at. Stand up for what you believe is right. And that's the great thing about the Life Path 4 is that they want to get achieve their goals fairly and squarely. They don't want to step on anyone else's toes. I like that. They don't want to injure anyone else. Selenite, spiritual awakening. So pretty. Selenite is a powerful lightsaber of universal energy. This potent crystal sends energy into the crown chakra, bathing the body in the loving, healing energy of the cosmos, and clearing away the old and making way for the new, vibrant energy and deeper spiritual connection. The medicine of the selenite balances and cleanses the 7 main chakras. It balances all of them. That's awesome. This powerful crystal assists in opening the crown chakra as it draws down the divine light of the cosmos into the top of the head. It acts like a lightning a lightning bolt of universal energy. Due to its structure, it allows energy to flow powerfully like a strike of lightning. It's the perfect crystal for cleaning the energy field and for awakening deeply into your spiritual essence. Being in the presence of this magnificent crystal allows for a direct link and connect to the cosmos and spiritual wisdom. I love that. I love that because it says connects to your higher self and says, I am presence. I like that. Oh my gosh, this is so great for you. So, this is a time for you to stand firm in what's going on around you. So, you can stand firm, not have to be bullied, right? And still get through this aggressive Gemini moon that's coming in. It's unusual for the Gemini moon to be this aggressive. But again, we have Mars and Gemini retrograde. So, once we get through that, I think you just need to stand firm during that moon. It's not going to impede your progress. It may just slow down a little bit some of the work that you're doing, but it's not going to stop you. It's not. It's a speed bump. It's a speed bump on your journey. That's it. Stand firm in your beliefs. I love this. I love it. This is awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 4. I so appreciate you following my new channel. This has just been a lot of fun for me. I am just having a blast. So, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to watch your weekly zodiac reading that's on this channel as well, along with some of my shows from Metaphysical Round Table that have made their way over to this channel, like Astrology Chat and Reviewed, just wonderful stuff. Um, then don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful December full of holiday fun. I just hope it's a blessing and harmonious for you. It should be great. I'm looking forward to it myself. So I hope you guys have a great time. Don't forget to watch for your 2023 numerology readings that will be coming out in December. And until I see you again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.